I recently talked with Ingrid Collins about AARP's mission of empowering Americans age 50 plus. I've invited her back today to talk about how their team of volunteers help strengthen communities and advocate for what matters most to families. Ingrid, welcome back. As I've mentioned, we all are familiar with AARP, and we think about the discounts and the insurance and all of those things. But volunteers, gosh, you know, any organization, of course, volunteers are so vitally important. But what role do they play as far as helping with AARP?
I can't say enough about the role that they play, and I'm always happy to talk about this because it is kind of unknown to most people. You'll see AARP out in the community, and you may not realize that many of it, most of it, I would say, is volunteer work.
Oh, I'm sure.
Volunteers are amazing, and I am humbled always by the dedication, the effort that they put forth to be out in the community. They, you know, staff tables. They perform workshops. They do presentations. They drive so much of the work that we do, and it's just out of the belief that they have in the organization. Their dedication is just amazing.
And that's it. They're helping to really push forward the advocacy missions and programs that you're really working for right now. And some of the really important ones, I know one that we've touched on before is the prescription drug program. And I know the volunteers help with like petitions or letters, or what are they doing?
All of it. So it's just when we are at events in the community, we have petitions that we will share with anyone who cares to stop by our table and just have a conversation and say, will you support us in this fight? Do you agree with this? And if so, would you sign this petition? And if they agree, they'll sign the petition, and we collect all of those. And when we go to have our visits with legislators, elected officials, we'll bring all those.
And you'll say, yes, look at all of these people that are involved.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, AARP is a national program.
Absolutely.
And gosh, do you have any idea how many volunteers help with AARP?
Oh my gosh.
I guess
like,
in the thousands, I suppose.
Like 60,000 across the country.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
we have a whole bunch. But the thing is that you may run into a volunteer and not know they're a volunteer because we don't point them out. It doesn't matter. I work for them, honestly. I'm the staff person, and in Central Florida, for community engagement work, I am the only staff person. But that's, you know, we have other staff here, but for this work, it's me, and I work for them. I want to support their work because honestly, we couldn't do what we do without the work of those volunteers. And again, it's just because they believe in the mission of the organization, and so do I, frankly. It's amazing to me, and I love working for an organization that has that kind of buy-in from the heart.
Right, and it really is. It's one of those programs that is looking for folks 50 plus in all aspects of their life. We've touched on the prescription drug area, but you know, can you mention maybe a couple other areas that you're kind of taking a look at and advocating for us?
Well, it's prescription greed, like stop prescription greed is our major headline, because to be specific, that's what we're trying to do. We want the prescription drug prices to come down so that ordinary people don't have to make tough choices about how do I live if I can't afford medicine that keeps me alive. And, you know, that's a horrible choice to make. But in addition to that, we want to make sure that people don't lose benefits that they have paid into their whole life. And that applies to everyone because we all have to pay into them if we're working as, working adults of any age.
And sure, AARP really does kind of look out for everyone's, anti-discrimination or, financial problems.
That's right. Mental
all
health.
Of that.
I mean, we do, honestly, we have so much content. You could spend days. We have a library full of research that we do. We partner with other organizations, and we're very forward thinking. We're looking ahead at what is the future of aging in America, worldwide even. And so while yes, of course, our focus is that 50 plus, but luckily I don't have to focus on acquiring members because that's happening already. So with my community work, I'm very inclusive. All are welcome, and I don't have to worry about age or
Right.
membership.
You welcome volunteers at
Do you live
any
in this
age level.
community?
We'll take you. And Ingrid,
Yes.
I want to say thank you for sharing how AARP's volunteers help strengthen communities by amplifying the collective voices of our elders.
Yes.
Great program. Thank you.
Thank you.